Hey guys, it's Velocity Reaper here, and we are back again with some more patch notes run through, guys. So we've been doing this for the last two patches, and I think we're going to continue this trend. I actually really enjoy doing this along with you guys. So let's get right into it. V5.10 patch notes. I know we know a few things that I did a video on about yesterday, so we're going to probably skip over the happy birthday stuff because you guys are very aware of that if you watched yesterday's video. If you didn't, I will leave a link for that, but it's just a little bunch of birthday goodies that they left for us and everything like that. So that's exciting. Playground, which returns tomorrow. New team select options let you and your squad set up team battles for practice and training. So they give us that true detail right there. Race, create, and share your screenshots and cinematics on social. So nothing new there. Compact SMG is the new SMG, which we're going to do a solo win with this later on today. So be excited for that. Probably around 3 to 5-ish range. I'm going to try and get it out between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. somewhere in there. So hope you guys are excited for that. And looks like we got this is Save the World stuff. Obviously, this has nothing to do with us. Canny Value, Save the World again. And this is the Save the World skin, which looks really cool. I wish we would have got this, but Save the World people actually really do deserve to have some things themselves as well. And then this is also a Save the World pinata. I don't think that's reskinned for Battle Royale. I'm pretty sure that's not reskinned for Battle Royale. Okay, so general. So let's get into the actual patch notes. So new default key bindings for new players. All keyboards layouts will continue to default to QWERTY. Okay, so that's pretty standard for most games, I believe. Change countdown timers to display more useful information. Shows hours left instead of days when under 72 hours. Okay. Shows minutes. Okay, so that's an interesting little change. Change the background of the loading screen bullet points area to be partially translucent. Remove the static noise when switching tabs. Okay, yeah, I actually am aware of that, but that wasn't a big issue. The restore button has been removed from the settings screen. All the reset defaults button has been renamed to reset. Leaving the settings screen before applying changes will give the option to apply changes and exit or discard changes and exit. So I'm assuming that's for our customizable skins. Double clicks now register as 2 clicks on a button, allowing for fast. Okay, so we're going to go past that. I don't think we need to worry about that. Bug fixes. Items on the ground will properly have their stack counts updated if the stack size changes while the player is currently looking at them. Fix a frame delay on some text layouts. Large blocks, corrected text shadows that were appearing incorrectly in certain areas of the UI. So nothing too crazy there. Battle Royale is what we really came here for. So birthday event. Okay, so cake slices give +5 health and +5 shield instantly when consumed. So that's exciting. Complete 3 birthday event challenges to unlock a new emote, spray, and back bling. Yes, we're aware of that. The battle bus and supply drops have been decorated to celebrate Fortnite's first birthday. Okay. Limited time playground mode. So this is details for tomorrow, actually. So I'm surprised they're actually giving this to us today. I'd assume they probably separate that. So let's see what they're saying here. Playground is a low pressure environment. This mode returns with improvements for a limited time on Wednesday, July 25th. So it again is a limited time mode then. So it's not the permanent version. So they're still trying to work through some things and still add some features. So if you guys are expecting for it to stick around for a long time, this one probably isn't going to be here for longer than 2 weeks max, I'd say. So again, another version they're going to keep testing and work towards a full version. You guys should be aware of that. What's new? Players can now switch teams in game, join the same team to work together creatively, join separate teams to practice fighting each other. So that's exciting. Voice chat will remain on across all teams. Future iterations of the mode will offer more customization. So yes, that's awesome that they're working on that. Aim assist will work when using a gamepad against players. I think that's a PC thing. Matches will no longer end if one player leaves the server. Okay, I'm not sure if that was an issue. Golf carts have been added and spawn 100% of the time. Animals can spawn 10 times the amount. Remove great vending machine. Increase the chances of higher tier machines spawning. Increase launch and bounce pad spawn likelihood. Lowered forced glider deploy height so players can get back into the action more quickly. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Increase max oh my goodness, 60. Holy crap, that's exciting. Increase rocket ammo drops rates. Added 100 supply drops. Okay, so it used to be 100 llamas and no supply drops, I believe. Now there's going to be 100 supply drops around. So that's awesome. Chests now spawn 3 weapons and more ammo and consumables than normal. Floor loot now spawns 3 items. Increase chug jug and surf spawn chances. Decrease bandages. So pretty much all those changes right now are just because they don't have an actual option for you to load those things in. So for now, this is a way of kind of keeping them there and making them more common for you to find. So that's really good. Actually a huge change there, so I love it. More details. Drop into the Battle Royale map alone or with a full squad. Players respond immediately unless unleashed by the storm. The storm doesn't start closing. Resources gained. Okay, so that's all known information right there. Weapon items. Now, I briefly looked at this. I think they did a lot of really crazy changes that are going to be very interesting gameplay-wise. I'm going to have to see how solos go today. But the compact SMG was added, available in epic and legendary variants. 23 to 24 base damage. Uses light ammo. 50 round capacity can be found from floor loot, chests, supply drops, and vending machines. So That's interesting. I thought that this was going to be only kind of from chests and supply drops, but I guess you can find them in floor loot as well. Slurp Juice now grants 1 health every 0.5 seconds, up to a total of 75. If health is full, shields will be granted instead. Supply drop loot crates adjusted weapon drops. Assault rifles from 225%. So these are increases. 225% from 14. Explosives 225% from 28. So that's a nerf. Compact SMG, 15% chance. Sniper rifles have been decreased significantly, actually, like by 14%. Why? I wonder why they did that. Heavy shotgun has been increased, so you get an increased chance of that in supply drops. Minigun was decreased to 10.14 or 10.42 from 14.2, and then remove hand cannon, dual pistols, and silence pistols. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good change. Actually, so you will no longer see those in supply drops. That's actually huge because I definitely got a lot of dual pistols out of supply drops. That's actually really annoying. I'm really glad they did that. Traps drops two traps now. Launchpad spawn. Whoa. Okay, that is a huge buff from 9.6% to 44%. So you can have a 50% chance of getting a launch pad out of a supply drop. Cozy Campfire, 33% chance. So 1 in 3 supply drops are going to have a campfire, a bouncer, 22%. So that's really good. And then remove damage traps. Okay, so that's interesting. Consumable drops too. Shield potions to 20% from 19.1. Small shields to 17.5 from 12.7. Medkit to 13.75 from 6.3. That's insane. Slurp Juice was increased significantly as well. Clingers was increased. Remote explosives was increased. Impulse grenades were increased. Chug Jug spawn rates were increased. And then remove the boogie bomb, grenades, bandages, stink bombs, portaforts, and a bush from the supply drops. Again, these are from supply drops. Materials. They decreased the materials that you get from supply drops, which is interesting, to 33%. So this is almost a 15% increase for wood. 15% decrease for wood, 2% decrease for stone, and then a buff for metal, almost double the chance of getting metal, or the amount of metal. So let's see, gameplay changes to the building materials. Wood wall starting health to 80 from 100. Now these couple changes right here are an issue. These are a huge issue because it's already the meta. It's already right now a bunch of spam festing, shooting people out and everything like that. C4 is OP and everything like that. So literally your builds are 20% weaker now for wood, 10% weaker for stone, and then wood wall max health to 150 from 200. So now they're actually a little, is that still 10%? There's 20%. I think that might still be 20%. I can't do math. I'm not going to try and do math right now. However, from 200 to 150 at max health, and then metal walls to 500 from 400. So they're actually going to balance out metal more and then make wood a little bit weaker. And then metal build times to 25 seconds from 20 seconds. So it's going to take longer to build metal. Whose idea was this change? Whose actual idea was this change? Because I don't think that one was necessary at all. Now, here we go. We have some storm circle changes as well. Safe zone 2 wait time to 120 from 150. So safe zone 2 is faster. Then the safe zone 2 shrink time to 120 from 90. So your wait time is shorter, your shrink time is longer. Interesting. Safe zone 4 wait time to 90 from 120. So wait time for zone 4 is shorter. Wait time for zone 6 is shorter. Wait time for zone 7 is shorter. And wait time for zone 8 is also short. So these are almost I think we're getting almost into Blitz territory, to be honest. I think we're really close to how Blitz kind of runs in those final circles. That is going to be very fast-paced. I think what is that? I wonder what that brings the match timers down to. Because currently, matches can max out at 21 minutes if you go all the way down to the final circle. 21 minutes total. This change could bring your matches down to around 18 minutes total. That's pretty insane if you go down to the final circle. Edit a sprint by default option when enabled. This makes sprint the default movement. The sprint key will now be used to transition into walking. That's huge. That is actually huge, and I hope that is for console. I think it might be for PC, but I hope it's for console as well. Newly placed building pieces will now appear in a different color while players are still overlapping the structure. So I think that's when people are phasing through. Improve handling of collision when building pieces are placed right on top of a player. It's much more likely for players to be moved outside of a newly placed structure, so that's good. Pickaxe damage against enemies and allied players' built structures increases 75 base damage and 150 critical damage, so that's exciting. That's really good. The slow motion and confetti effects for a victory roll will now play for the winner regardless of how they win the game. Changing the gyro motion of the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so that's Nintendo Switch stuff. Fix an issue causing bullets and projectiles to be blocked by invisible collision. That was huge for some people. I never had that issue, but it was literally an invisible wall glitch where you literally could not shoot. Like, all your bullets would just bounce off of a wall that's in front of the player that for some reason was there, but they fixed that now, so that's good. Auto run can now be used while in vehicles. Fix the logic issue in the auto run cancel. Okay. Oh, so then now vehicles will not stop when you're looking at your map. So that is huge. Change the button layout of old school and quick builder configs so that the change seat action is not the same as the power slide. Okay, I use Builder Pro, so I don't have to worry about that. I hope most of you are. Sniper rifle bullets no longer incorrectly stop when passing through certain trigger volumes. Okay. Eliminating players will now properly grant challenge progress. If the same player knocks out and eliminates an enemy with 2 different weapons, they will get elimination quest progress for both weapons. Oh! Whoa, boys, that is huge. That is huge. Because if you have say you have a sniper rifle and an explosive challenge, sniper rifle eliminations, explosive challenge. Knock them with the sniper rifle, counts as an and then you do the explosive, and it will count for both. It will count for both. So that's awesome. Players will no longer get stuck in the coasting state if they change seats while in a vehicle. Okay, pickaxes will no longer stretch and appear incorrectly in the slow motion effects plays while players are riding in a vehicle. Interesting. Fix an issue where a player would not have a weapon out if hitting a bounce pad to jump pad under certain network conditions. Players will no longer hold weapons while emoting if they're. Aw, come on! This was this right here was the most fun thing to do on the back. So I'm kind of mad they got rid of that. Players will no longer fall through floors or push through walls when placing or editing structures. Sounds good. Remote sources will now only show damage numbers when damage is done to players. Oh, that's big. Thank you, because that is actually really annoying. When you're blowing up someone's structure, you would get the damage points showing for the structure and not for the actual player, so you wouldn't know how much health they had lost. Vehicles will no longer be flipped while standing on top of them. Okay, crouching is no longer allowed while emoting. I never thought that was a thing to begin with. The wave emote, emoticons, and sprays will now continue to play even if you're moving. Not really sure what they mean by that. Several performance improvements were made to custom matches. I'm glad that they did that for 50v50. It needs that improvement there. And a significant all-terrain kart performance improvements. Okay, so good. Added spatialization to the sound played when a marker is placed on the map. Now you will hear it coming from where the in-world marker was placed. All-terrain karts audio improvements, improved audio attenuation fall off. I'm not really pronouncing that right. Added a unique sound when the all-terrain kart is destroyed. Added sounds for when the all-terrain kart is in the water. I'm just going to say ATK. It's a lot easier. Improvements have been made to the grenade bounce audio so they don't sound as spammy under certain conditions. Lowered the volume of the AC/DC pickaxe, which a lot of people don't have because it's a very old pickaxe. Added a unique sound for bouncing off a diving board. Okay. Added unique sounds for destroying cacti. And then edit audio planning logic for Switch. Okay, so that's Switch stuff. And then Conquest Glider opens and close no longer stack when spamming the action. Twist emote music no longer overlaps with other emote music. Re-added metal impact sounds when shooting or pickaxing shopping carts. And weapon fire audio no longer cuts out when low on ammo for some weapons. Adjusted lobby nameplate arrangement to better account for long player names. It added the ability to combine stackable items in player inventory and the stack sizes aren't already capped. What does that mean? Added the ability to combine stackable items in player inventories if the stack sizes aren't already capped. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. I don't think I've ever had that issue. The game mode selection screen now starts in the following order from left to right. Solos, duos, squads. Like it should have been. It was duos, solos, and then squads, and they kind of messed it up for the last 2 updates, and everyone hated it. Okay, or we already read through that. Bug fixes fix an issue preventing players to select nothing as an outfit and back bling, so that glitch to get a no skin is fixed. Remove the save exit option from items without variance. Double tap the accept hotkey to confirm your selection. Fix an issue in the locker where the shuffle icon for randomized officers was drawn slightly. Removed an error message when trying to purchase the battle bundle while at tier 76. Art and animation. Prevented sprays from affecting the eyes of Rainbow Smash Pickaxe. The toilet paper contrail animations now appear correctly, so I guess that was an issue. Change the icon when a player has been down to an exclamation point. Battle bus positioning now appears correctly in replays. Fix an issue with focusing distance. Fix an issue with drone cameras. And fix an issue where the camera controls. Okay, so nothing there, and then mobile, and then that's it. So that is it for the patch notes, guys. A little bit of a longer video. Like I said, they did a lot of things. Again, all this stuff is for Save the World. This is the Save the World end of things, so we're not going to go through that. Obviously, we don't play that. But when we do, we might end up separating the 2 videos. But for now, that's going to wrap up today's V5.10 update video. I expect another video from me talking about the new SMG. Obviously, I'll be doing gameplay of that as well. So in the solo one, I'll most likely talk about, my opinions on it and everything like that. So Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, sub, share around, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.